Welcome to this 15-minute glute burner Pilates workout. Today we're going to be working on creating a strong lower body to support your lower back and core. Let's begin seated at the edge of your mat, and then on your breath out, lower yourself all the way down to the ground. Bring your feet in so your knees are up towards the ceiling, and let's begin with some shoulder bridges. Breathe in to prepare, and then as you breathe out, you're going to begin by tucking your pelvis up away from the ground so you begin to peel your spine off the ground one vertebra at a time. Lift your hips up until you've got a nice straight line from your knees running all the way down to your shoulders, and then slowly reverse the movement. Imagine your spine is a string of beads and you're trying to place one bead back down at a time. We have 10 reps here, breathing in as you lower and breathing out as you lift up. You want to make sure that as you do this, your weight is evenly spaced out throughout your feet and you're pressing your arms down into the ground to help you stabilize yourself. We just have 2 more reps. On this last rep, you're going to keep your hips up, breathe in at the top, and then as you breathe out, you're going to start marching your feet. So lifting one leg up to tabletop at a time, place it back down, and then switch over to the other side. Make sure that as you're doing this, you're keeping that rib to hip connection, so you're not overarching in your lower back, and you're keeping that core nice and engaged and glute squeezing all the way through. If this is easy and you want to give yourself a bit more of a challenge, lift your arms up towards the ceiling, as this will make you more unstable, meaning that your core has to work a little bit harder. You've just got one more rep on each side, and then you're going to lower your hands back down to the ground. On your next breath out, keep your hips up but bring your right leg up towards the ceiling, and you're going to perform 10 single leg lifts. So keeping your hips up, remember that the lower your leg goes, the harder it will be, so only go as low as you can feel that you're still maintaining that rib to hip connection and your hips are staying nice and square. You have 4 more, and 3, 2, and on this last one, as you come up, you're going to keep your foot pointed up towards the ceiling, and we're going to go for 10 pulses. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lovely. Bring that leg back down, and then we're going to repeat it all over again on that left leg. So starting off with our single leg lifts. We have 10 reps here again, so breathe out as you lower the leg towards the ground, and then breathe in as you bring it back up. You should be really feeling your glute by now, so make sure that you're really squeezing to help keep those hips up, and you're keeping your chest nice and open. You just have 4 more until we go into those pulses towards the ceiling. This is your last one, and pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Lovely. Pop that leg back down and then roll yourself all the way back down to the ground. Bring your knees in for a quick little reset before we move into our side laying work. Slowly release your knees and then bring yourself over to the side into your side plank position. You're going to keep your legs tucked in, so your knees out in front of you and your feet in line with your hips, and we're going to go for 10 clamps. Keep your toes touching as you lift your top knee to open up using your abductors. Make sure that as you do this, you are still lifting up through that side oblique, so you don't want to be dipping in towards the mat. Even though we're focusing on our glute right now, we still want to keep that core nice and engaged throughout. If this feels challenging enough for today, you can stay at this level. If not, on your next one, you're going to lift your feet up off the ground and then continue with the same movement, but this time you've got a bit more instability, so your core has to work, and also now that bottom leg is having to engage a lot more. We have another 10 reps here before we add on. Okay, again, continue at this level if this feels hard enough for you today. If you want to add on, we're going to be moving into crocodile climbs. So on your next one, you're going to maintain with your feet lifted off the ground, but this time you're going to alternate between opening from your knee and opening your feet. So you go from feet together, knees apart, to knees together, feet apart. This exercise both challenges your strength and your coordination, so don't worry if it takes you a little while to figure out what exactly you're meant to be doing. And we're just going to finish off with little pulses for 10 with that top knee open. Keep it nice and strong and the core lifted through that oblique. You've just got a few more to go. And well done. Lower that leg back down and give yourself a little tap out for that glute. I know that was a little spicy, but you know what's coming. We've got to do it all over again on that other side. So swing your legs round, bring yourself onto your side plank on the other side, and let's begin with those clams on the floor. We have 10 reps here. Your top hand can either be on the mat in front of you to help stabilize yourself on your hip, or you can place it on that bottom oblique just to remind you to stay lifted in that side. You've just got one more like this, and then for that extra challenge we're going to move into our clams with feet lifted. You're doing amazing. Make sure that you're still connecting to that breath, so breathe in as you lower and then breathe out as you lift your leg. Make sure that you're not rocking back as you lift your leg up, so you're really having to engage that core to keep you nice and stable throughout. And let's move into our crocodiles for 10. You're almost there. 3, 2, and 1, and let's pause for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Amazing work. Pop your legs back down and then let's give it that little tap on this side. Take a few seconds here before we move into our next section. So this time you're going to bring yourself all the way down to the floor. Rest your head on your bottom arm and extend both legs out. Even though you're laying here, you still want to keep lifted in that bottom side. From here, bend your bottom leg in, and then we're just going to lift and lower our top leg. So point your toe as you lift and then flex your toes as you come back down. We're going to do 10 reps here. Breathe in out as you lift, breathe in as you lower. You've got 4 more reps here, and then you're going to reverse your toe movement. So now you're going to flex to lift, point to lower for another 10 reps. Again, your top arm can either be out in front of you on the mat to support you, or just by your side. Next time you lift your leg up, you're going to stay lifted with your toes pointed, and we're just going to do 10 little circles forward. And then once you've done your 10, you're going to do 10 little circles back. Keep lifting up through that oblique, breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. You're almost there. Once you've done your 10, you're going to keep that leg up, flex your toes, and we're just going to go for 10 pulses to finish off. You're almost there. I know it's burning. And relax your leg back down, give yourself a little tap out, and then slowly push yourself up to seated. And then we're just going to go for a little side stretch, so bring in that arm all the way over toward your feet. Take a few deep breaths here and then bring yourself over to the other side. Slowly bring yourself out of that stretch and then swing your legs around to come to laying on the other side. Keep your waist lifted, bend your bottom leg, and then let's go into those leg lifts with your toes pointed on the way up, toes flexed on the way down for 10. Reverse the movement, so toes flexed to come up, toes pointed on the way down. You've got another 10 reps here. You've got 2 and 1, keeping that leg up and going into those little hip circles for 10 going forwards, and then you've got 10 reps going back. You might find that one leg felt a lot easier than the other. That's completely normal. If this is your leg that feels a little bit sticky, just focus on keeping that movement nice and small for now. Let's finish off with those pulses. And well done. Pop that leg back down, give yourself a few little tap outs for that glute, and then when you're ready, slowly push yourself up. Let's go into that mermaid stretch on this side. So coming up and over into a nice side stretch. Take a few deep breaths here and then repeat on the other side. We've just got one more section to go. Slowly bring yourself into all fours with your shoulders over your hands and your knees directly under your hips. Keep your torso steady and your knee bent at 90 degrees as you lift your right leg up towards the ceiling. Squeeze your glute at the top and then with control bring that knee back down towards your chest. You have 10 reps like this. Keep scooping up through that belly button so you maintain that rib to hip connection and you're not arching in your lower back as you lift your leg up. On your next one, we're going to add some hip mobility work. So as you get to the top, you're going to keep that leg at a 90-degree angle, try and bring it around to the side and then down. You're going to do 5 reps like this and then reverse the movement. And reverse, so this time lift your knee out to the side, up around the back and then back down. This might feel a little sticky. The focus here is to keep your torso nice and steady as you do this and really try and open up that hip as much as you can. You've got last one and then we're going to go back to our leg lifts going for half reps this time. You've got 10 half reps. 8, 7, 6, 5, really squeeze at the top. 4, 3, 2, 1 and keep that leg up. Pulse for 10. Good job. Push your hips back onto your feet, walk your hands forward for a little child stretch. Lift yourself up, bring your hands in, tuck your toes under and then push yourself back into a quick pyramid before we repeat on the other leg. Bring yourself back down into all fours and then let's go for those leg lifts on the left side. You've got 10 reps here. Keeping your torso steady. You've got 4 and 3. Last 2 and then we're going to go into those hip circles, going up and around to the side first. We've got 5 reps going this way. And let's reverse it, going out to the side, up, round the back and down. You're so close to being done. We've just got 3 more reps before we go back to those half reps. Half reps for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one and into your last 10 pulses. You're almost there. Keep squeezing those glutes. I know they're burning. And well done. Pop your leg back down, tuck your toes under and push yourself into that pyramid one more time. You deserve it. Take nice deep breaths as you start to paddle your feet, really pressing your heels down towards the ground to get that nice stretch down your leg. When you're ready, slowly pop your knees back down and then swing yourself around to seated. So you're going to cross one leg over in front of the other and then on your breath out, just bring your body to fold over your legs. Walk your hands forward just to deepen that stretch a little bit more. Take a couple of deep breaths here and then when you're ready, slowly push yourself back up to seated and then switch your legs and then fold back over again. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and practice with me today. If you've enjoyed this workout, please like and subscribe for more weekly Pilates videos.